Hello everyone, welcome to PolyInnovator. My name is Dustin Miller, PolyInnovator, and this is the Now Page vlog for October. Almost forgot what month it is. I am tired, and this is something that a lot of you probably have known at this point, but it's something that needs to be said again because I've been stressed out, working hard, and trying to get things done. Mentally, I'm drained. Physically, I'm exhausted. Emotionally, fused out, and spiritually just plateaued. And so the four pillars in my life have just been the same kind of nothingness. They have been for months now. And I found fulfillment through getting these interviews out at some point. Found fulfillment through helping my boss through a tough time. One of them was going on maternity leave, so I helped the top boss with the work that the other one had left for a time, as well as just simply doing a good job as an employee. Now that that job is now phasing out, and on top of that, just my life changing in general, this next coming summer, my lease will be up. I'll hopefully have saved enough money to move at that point, and I just feel stuck. I don't like being in this town anymore. I don't like being in the place I'm at, literally even just my apartment. And so finding the structure in life is what I'm going for.
Dustin Miller, PolyInnovator.
This is actually one of the first times where I made the video first before the blog post for the Now Page update. And I think that's just because this felt a little bit more natural and I was able to get the ideas out. What's happening in my life professionally is, like I said, the change in the role, but also in PolyInnovator. I started a new phase in the recent months and I'm trying to incorporate that, trying to think of ways I could start daily writing into the book, as well as start working on the courses. I'm also using pickmybrain.world to be the catalyst for how I'm going to meet with people and set up the meetings and set up any kind of online training I might do if they want to do one-on-one. And on top of that too, there's this great opportunity when it comes to online. And I have many different things I want to do in the world, especially online, and I haven't had a chance to do them. And so that's one thing I'm frustrated by too. So trying to incorporate all of that is not always the easiest, and so I've been thinking about the Omni content, for example. That's why I made it. It was so that I could have a baseline consistency, but on top of that too, each little chunk over time, I guess this way is better for your viewing, but this little chunk over time, there was different series, there was different episodes around polymath exercise or gaming or four pillars or ikigai, all these different concepts in either mini phases or full phases that I want to talk about. They were going to have little intros and just interleaving over a long period of time, and that's why I'm really wanting to get back into that. I also, something I haven't been working on all summer, even though the people over at speechkit.io were amazing at offering it to me. I was so surprised that they did, but they have a software where if you train the AI enough using your own voice lines, you can actually train the SpeechKit tool to use your voice, and it gave me access to it. And I've made a few hundred voice lines, but you need like 1,200 just to get the baseline voice, and then over time you can make more. But I've only made a few hundred, and it's a hard process. It takes a lot of work, and it's something that I've been putting off, and I need to get that done. And I have a tab open on my web browser constantly, purely because of that database of lines that I need to do. So filling out the Pick My Brain, getting that ready for people, as well as forming the LLC, and on top of that, just all this other stuff. That's what I'm doing. Personally, I've kept things pretty tame. I don't really do much for fun anymore, which is probably why I get stressed out so much. I need to rest more. I was thinking about something that Santi Younger said on my show about how there was this guy who every 7 days takes a rest, every 7 months takes a rest, every 7 years takes a year off to rest. And I think that I'm approaching the end of this point of my 7 years where I need to take a rest. And maybe that's what I need to do, but I'm hoping to get all these interviews out first, and then I can focus on me, or the swimming, or whatever it may be. I also, which is just partly professional, started running karaoke from time to time. And some of you may not know this, but I was always a very avid karaoke goer. And now that I run it, it's a whole different experience. It's new, it's novel, and I get paid for it, so it helps with bills. And so that's a very enjoyable experience. And so I had gone to that a little bit in order to relax. Other than that, personally, I've been playing Apex Legends, which is a game that I've spent a lot of time on. If I ever did start streaming, I may stream that game in addition to many others. If anyone's curious, I play Valkyrie, which is someone who can fly, and that's a lot of fun. In fact, when I try to play anyone else now, it's weird to get used to them because they can't fly, and so I lose that verticality. Maybe it's because I want to fly in real life. I'll end on this note. I've been playing Apex so much over the past couple years that I literally dreamt last night that I was playing the game and that I was the character actually just going around fighting all these different teams. So that was kind of cool. Thank you for joining me on the Polymath. No, it's not the Polymath. Thank you for joining me on the PolyInnovator channel, and welcome. Hopefully you enjoyed this little vlog.